before we even get into the stream, full disclosure, I did do a fresh Windows install on my computer a few days ago, and it didn't really improve anything. And I haven't streamed since then, so if everything is broken, well, you know, what's new, basically? Anyway, Salt, welcome back for 33 months. How you doing? So we're not going to be on Truly Bedrock tonight because I need to make more videos. And the easiest video to make is going to be the epic, most insane bone meal farm that you've ever seen in Minecraft. Basically, it's insane. It's like upwards of 44,000 bone meal an hour if you build the full thing. So that's cool. The thing at the upper right's broken, isn't it? The header. Which one is that called? Which one is it? Is it the cheer one? The cheer one's broken. Oh, it's just all the way over there. Okay, well, we'll just put that back up there. Is that lined up? You know what? Here, hold up. Let's line it up a little bit. Is that lined up now? I think it is. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm going to sound crazy. Crazier than normal. Yeah, so this is essentially the farm right here, or at least my testing layout of it anyway. Also, if you're watching this on stream, then... Oh, you can't hear the music right now. Cool, okay, well that's broken. One moment, please. You could hear it, but for some reason, not on the scene. So, now I'm just talking to myself in my room by myself. This is great. How do I even change it? Please hold. Please hold. Where is the settings? I want to change. Here it is. Right. Oh, okay. That makes sense. These are all the wrong things. Everything is broke. I'm going to assume that that's the right one. Can you hear that? Nope, not that one. This one? There, that looks like it's probably right. Yeah, so this is the new Minecraft music that they released. It's not in-game, but it's like the remix that they did. I think I mentioned it in a video or something somewhere at some point. I don't know, man. But yeah, some things are going to be mildly broken. I did do the fresh install Windows, but I kept data. But of course that uninstalls all of your apps. So I just like backed up all that and re-imported it, so it's fine. I was going to do a fresh install of Windows where like you nuke everything, but I wanted to see if this would fix it, and it kind of didn't. So I don't really know what the problem is. Everything's just a bit slow. It's slow. Like I had to restart the computer again before stream because I had a 0.3 megabits there, you know, upload. Anyway, so let's get into the meat of the stream, shall we? So this is a mangrove swamp, as you might have, you know, noticed. And if we turn on the spawning, then you'll notice that the tropical fish that spawn here, which I didn't even know we had tropical fish here, they just immediately walk to their death. So all these guys will basically go towards these holes immediately. They'll just pathfind straight into it, as you can see there. Incredible job! Good stuff! We'd love to see it. And that's really all there is to it. It's literally just that. Now, the mob cap for these guys is like 36 or something. So as long as you kill them with these trident killers, which is super easy, just like a regular spinny trident killer, then it's all good, right? It's all good. I need to turn this down on YouTube. There we go. Okay. So this is my little testing stage for another one anyway. So basically all it is instead of having yourself like a flat platform of water like this, fishes are going to try and pathfind to deeper water. They don't like being in one tall areas, for the most part. So if you just dig like a 2 or 3 block hole over here, that guy should turn right around and he's going to go straight down in there. And that's all it is. And it's just flowing water. As you can see, there's no actual bubble column. So that just pushes them downwards. And then the magma block is just there to kill them. So it works incredibly, incredibly well. As you can see, basically all of them go immediately straight forward, straight into it, like basically right after they spawn. It's a really dumb mechanic, but it is incredibly, incredibly good. Now, if you don't know, Bedrock exclusive feature time, everybody. Here's a good one for you. So a tropical fish can drop up to 7 bones when it dies, or absolutely nothing. Oh, wait, I have mob loot turned off. Yeah, so when you kill a tropical fish, bam, look at this. We just got 6 bones. Well, I guess maybe not that many, but at least 6 bones from that guy. So you always get like a fish, I think. Which you can't do anything with a fish. Just throw them straight into lava. This is a really bad example. None of these guys are dropping anything. Please give me some... You know what? There we go. Yeah, so that guy dropped 6 entire bones. Bro, that's 18 bone meal from one fish. And do you see how fast these guys spawn over here? Voice cracks? Yeah, you can see that, it's stupid. These trading killers aren't even on right now. You can hear me. All 3 is working, right? I don't know, I haven't played. You can trade tropical fish. Yeah, but it's useless. We need to be able to cook them. Why is there no cooked tropical fish? Look at this. We got cooked salmon, cooked cod, but there's no cooked tropical fish. Why? But why? There's no reason why we don't have it. If we had that, then you could smelt it down for experience. Now, these trident killers are killing the experience. We have a skulk catalyst in here, which doesn't actually spread into skulk because reasons. Also, hi, Hype. How you doing? Beast, welcome in for 36 months. 3 entire years. Thank you so much. Let's see. Suppose I gotta mention. Yeah, so kind of the best place to do this is a mangrove swamp because they spawn anywhere from Y64 down to Y0. So we can actually lower this down quite a bit. Now, if you wanted to build this out in like an ocean or something, then you're going to have a bigger issue over there. So the problem is that these guys like to pathfind places that they cannot reach. So let's put some water just like over here somewhere. So if we spawn in some fishies right here, they're all going to try and pathfind towards that water through this wall, even though it's impossible for them to reach it. So I think that should be considered a bug, because this is an unoptimization of the game. Like, these guys are just causing unnecessary performance dips by trying to reach this water that they will never be able to reach, right? So that's kind of stupid. Yeah, so that's really dumb. We're going to create layers? No, they only spawn at 1 layer at a time. So that's kind of the next thing on the to-do list. So, fish are only a surface spawn, so you can't make multiple layers, right? You can only have the 1 layer if you're building in a standard biome. But there's a hack fix! There is a way around it. So, there happens to be 1 biome that happens to get cave spawns for fish. And it happens to be the Lush Cave. Now, if you can find yourself a good lush cave that happens to be right underneath a mangrove swamp, like, oh, I don't know, this one right here, then you can technically stack up the farms. Right? I mean, there's like a bunch over here. I had a really good one picked out. Was it this one right here? It was like this one. Yeah. So we could build a tropical fish farm right down here in this area, and then another one directly above us, and the mangrove. Now, the spawning range for the fishies is only 12 to 32. So you do have to be pretty close to it. You have to have your layers like 24 blocks apart. And the surface, the top layer has to have sky access. Like, you can't have... That's my old swamp slime farm. You cannot have any solid blocks above this. Otherwise, it ain't going to spawn fish, right? So that's something. Now, interestingly, you also need light for these guys to spawn, and I haven't actually messed with that yet. I don't know what the requirements of that are. I think they need light 8 or something to spawn in the mangrove. So we kind of need to figure that out before we can go ahead and start recording the video for this. Okay, yeah, so none are spawning right now. And then if we put, like, I don't know, let's just put, like, a jack-lantern over here. Is that going to light that up? Yeah, that lights it up a fair amount. Now, are we going to get any fishy wishies over there? 9 or above? Yeah, it might have been. Now, I'd also recommend they put a fence around this thing, because you're going to have all kinds of frogs and stray or bogged and pillagers and wandering traders wandering in here. Wandering traders wandering somewhere? What a concept. Right then, so I need to figure out like an optimal... Excuse me? Seems like he's really deep in there for just jumping in. This thing doesn't spawn slimes, does it? That'd be so annoying. Oh wait, those guys spawn in the dark. Doesn't make any sense. Slime farm. No! Please, no! God, no! Stop! No, please! You know what? We're just gonna sprinkle around a bunch of these things. I can't be bothered to figure out the exact layout right now. So let's see if we can get any fish. We gotta be standing about right here. Definitely gonna get some frogs in here. I think we need a lot more light sources than that. See, now we're getting a few. So they definitely seem to need some light, although that one did definitely spawn in the dark. So maybe it just increases their chances of spawning if they have light. Either way, like if we set it to daytime, then like we're gonna be getting significantly more little fishies. Make a slime farm. No. We don't even... Oh, man. This is crazy. Like, we don't even need actual slime farms anymore. You just use the potions, right? Okay. Man, okay. Hold up. Let me go to the Minecraft wiki. Minecraft Light wiki. There we go. And not the fandom one. Fandom one sucks. It's horrible. So, let's see. Jack-o'-lanterns give us... 15. Cool. Now, water decreases the amount of light that spreads, which makes this complicated. I don't know how much it decreases it by. Water... 2. It's a decrease of 2 per block. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Right then. So that's gonna make this complicated. Math. Numbers. Full floor of jack-o'-lanterns? I mean, we could do a full floor of it. I feel like that would get more expensive than it needs to be. I want to find the minimum layout that we need. So, like, we could do a grid of 2. That'd be fine. So that would be, like, 15, 13, 11. Yeah, we could do torches above as well. I think that still... reduces it though, because it's going through the water. Am I going to do the villager rescue thing? That's in Texas. I am not personally going to that, but I did pay for someone else to go to it for reasons. You'll see in a video. Okay, so 15. Question mark. We need... Let's go for, I don't know, 9, since that's nice. So 15, 13, 11, 9. We get 9 to here. I think this spot is a dead spot then. Soul mechanic is ridiculous. Yes, it is. Hi, old Rusty Pipe. Is that your Twitch name? Did you not get old Rusty? I guess we could just do a... Let's do a 2x2 grid. Because that'll line up nicely with the Trident Killers. I think that's the best we're really going to get. Frontiersman, welcome back for 3 months. How you doing? Okay. Let's do this. Oh, also, there's another mechanic I want to tell you guys about. Right after this message from our sponsor. You guys. It is September, so subs are cheaper now than they normally are. So that's a cool thing that you can use to your advantage if you feel like subscribing. Yay! Thank you. Great sponsor spot. I know how to do sponsors really well. Yeah, hopefully this will be enough. Any big brain geniuses in the chat think that this isn't going to be enough? Another blue guy's hat. I think this will be perfectly fine. Is that mud? Ew, mud. Oh, it doesn't line up with that Trident Killer? Oh, jeez, we might have to move our Trident Killers, guys. I actually did a sponsor. No, I really should, though. Gotta make that money. So I can buy more Legos. I mean, so I can, Yeah, buy more Lego, yeah. I can't actually kill these guys. Oh my god, Casper, that was... No. Illegal. That wasn't for you. That message from our sponsor was not for me. Well, I guess the stream is sponsored by Casper now. Jeez! Casper gifting 20 subs to the community. We got gifted subs to Gaming with Reject, Mand, and Kid, along with Jep, and Ace of Diamonds, Silent Harper, Tetra, and Tano, Full, The Baked, Rockets and Redstone, Low Dreams, Infra, Statics, and Ryan, and it's Ethan, so hopefully I'm saying that right. Lotero, and Big, along with Touchdown, and Minneapolis. Thank you for the gift of subs. Make sure to spam some hype in the chat for Casper. But by the way, you're banned! Okay, that concludes our message from today's sponsor. Ash, don't you even think about it. I see you over there. Getting called out. But yeah, if you are someone who knows that you're going to be resubscribed for the next couple months, it's probably good to sub a couple months in advance. I think you get a discount for that. You probably should have done that a few weeks ago before they raised the prices, but it's on sale right now, so, you know. Yeah. Also, Amazon Prime is a thing that exists, and we'll give you a free Twitch sub. So if you or anyone you know has Amazon Prime, you can link that to your Twitch account and subscribe to anybody for free. And then you won't get those annoying, like, 30-second non-skippable ads. So that's cool. I think that's a win. Hey, this one's lined up. I don't know. Oh, no, we're not even going to be keeping that Drowning Killer. Okay, cool. Cool. Wait, wait. It's not lined up. It was too good to be true. Too good to be true. Oh, wait, yeah, so, okay, you see how the water's flowing in right here? It's not necessary, but it does help suck the fish in a little bit faster and gets them into the kill chamber just a tiny bit faster. Technically, you can leave it like this, and then I think you would get, like, maybe 4 more spawning spots. I'm not sure if they can actually spawn right here, though, because, like, it's flowing water beneath this. There's no water sources down there. It's just, like, it's just the top. I never get names right. I'm not supposed to. It's not my job to get your name right. It's your job to spell it in a way where I don't mispronounce it. Thank you. Also, I don't read out most people's full name anymore. It's just easier to just say part of it, right? We're on a first name basis around here. Okay. Now, I have tried this out in several different ways. So we tried out 5 Trident Killers in an X shape like this. And that got us our 22,000, you know, bone meal an hour, which is pretty good. Ash, I told you not to do it! Dang you! Being a bad person. Gifting 25 subscribes to the chat. Not to be outdone by Casper. Jeez, we got gifted subs to Rhodes and Lewis and the Dark Odd One. Along with, Midgie and The Wild and Hyas and Mir and No and Average Leaf. Very nice. We got Char and Array and Simplest and Raodan, Archangel, Chewbacca, Dusty, Garando, Crash Drake, Old Rusted Pipe, Starberry, Lupin, Tim's Ben, Levi Aaron, and Ocean Vim. Very nice. More spam in the chat. Thank you very much for that. But also, yeah, banned. Don't do it. He goes, I dare you. No! Yeah, so this pattern, like an X, got more rates than this pattern and a T. I also tried 9 Trident Killers and a 3x3 grid, but that actually got less rates as well. Because, I don't know, diminishing returns, I guess. Now, the fish don't always pathfind to the nearest hole, which is dumb. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just some things in life that you can't help. And fish pathfinding do be one of them. Unless you're working at Mojang, in which case... Eh? Yeah, there is actually a bug of looting that would help increase the rates of all of our trident killers and looting in general by like 25%. So that would be crazy if they could just like, you know, pretty please do a little fixin'. That'd be great. This farm is dumb. You love it. Yeah, it's great. Hopefully this is enough light. I think you could technically use any light source that you wanted. Uh-oh. Casper's gifted us up to Silent 2. That's not even my account. That's just a random person named Silent 2. We love it. Gotta keep Silent 2 in the fold. Very good. Yeah, shroom lights, frog lights, seed lanterns, probably glowstone, jack-o'-lanterns, all that stuff should be fine. I'm not using mud as the floor in this thing because if you do kill something in here, the skulk's gonna spread and convert it. And it's gonna look ugly and you have to go fix it because your OCD won't let you live with it. So that's the thing. But you could just use like the general floor of the swamp. It doesn't need to be any specific block. Is that everything? Did I miss anything? Oh wow, look at that. I actually did a thing. That's crazy. Good job. Good job. Your OCD's weak. Well, okay, then you have an ugly farm. I mean, what? See, that just caused some sort of fish pathfinding issue? Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Okay, so the gold is just trident killers that I covered up. Yeah, it's nothing too special. Because I was trying the 9 in different layouts and stuff. So these ones right here are actually going to get removed. Yeah. So the rates of this thing are actually genuinely insane. Like, it's the best bone meal farm that you ever need. To give you an example of just how good the bone meal supply from this is, let's take a look at my moss farm. Like, it just completely destroys all moss farms. So my 60,000 moss an hour farm, the one with, like, the big, you know, double stone generators and stuff, that's over 80 stacks of bone meal an hour. Now, I didn't give an actual number for that, so let's do 80 times 64. That's 5,000-ish bone meal an hour. This is like 24,000, so... yeah. Oh, it's 22,000 for one layer. See, that's what I'm talking about with the wandering traders. You gotta put up a fence around here. Yeah, and this is way cheaper and way easier to build as well. It's actually ridiculous. Highly recommend. You can't go wrong with it. This is brand new technology. Like from the last couple of weeks. So there's probably some more ways to optimize this stuff, but not that we have figured out this instant. I tried using some axolotls in here to like scare them and get them to pathfind a little bit faster, you know, to try and get some better rates out of it. Because really the biggest issue right now is the pathfinding is just really slow and genuinely pretty bad. But if you use axolotls to scare them, then they like they don't pathfind as well. So that was kind of a no-go. I thought it was a really clever idea, but no. And then they don't spawn in flowing water either, so that was a no-go. Yeah, you can see how fast they spawn. It's like, can't even fill in the hole fast enough. Okay. Yeah, so I think we'll move in this trident killer by 1. Transparent blocks work for them to spawn on? I don't know. I haven't bothered testing that. I don't see why it would matter too much though. Now I also want to try building one of these in a lush cave, or at least, you know, structure block this one down into a lush cave. That way we can, you know, make sure that it actually works down there. I think that'd probably be a good idea. Oh, and this one's got to be a redstone block. Yeah, we also need to do the wiring down below it as well. Right now, I'm just using some redstone blocks and a command to replace those with a different block. That really matters too much. So yeah, you're going to have a lot of redstone underneath this thing because you're going to want block compaction. You definitely need a couple of auto crafters to expand the bones into bone meal and then compact it back down into bone blocks. That's going to be a very good thing for you to have underneath this area. You cannot like bubble column the items up to you or something because the fish will be attracted to the bubble column. So that's kind of stupid. Yeah, would have been nice, but alas, no nice things for us. We gotta do one more up here. Okay. So that's basically the complete farm. I don't think it really matters too much if we have the flowing water here or not, so I think we'll skip it. It just makes the build a little bit simpler. And then we can despawn everything. That's pretty much it. Yeah, no face reveal until 10 million subscribers, everybody. That is the plan. Okay, so this right here is from a 10-minute test of this farm. And, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, of course, all these fish go straight into the garbage. You would probably get a fair amount of XP, but I'm not really bothered with it. You can't really move it that easily either, because you can't use water. No water in this area. The fish are stupid. So imagine this times 6 every hour of using the build. Yeah. Yeah, we're just destroying the experience with the catalysts. Now, you will need to remove the trees above this area because the branches and stuff will stop some spawns. Like, nothing can spawn right underneath this block because it's a solid block. Surface spawns, you know. So it does need to be open up to the air. You could cover it up with, like, leaves if you wanted to. Hey, Neon. Welcome in. Glad you enjoy the builds. Yeah, another rules for item transport. Yeah, you can use, like, hopper lines and stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a quick little math real quick. So that's 18, 19, 20... Wait, 18... Okay, so that's 30 stacks right there. So 64 times 30. And then, well, we got a plus 40 on that as well. And then a plus 29. And then times that by 6. Okay, so this farm is over hopper speed. It's 11,934 items an hour. Which I know doesn't make sense yet. So that's total items that you'll get from this is 11,934 per hour. So you can't use one hopper line for this. You will need 2 item sorting systems. But it's pretty easy. So you do like 1 hopper line for these 3, 1 hopper line for those 2, sort out the fish and throw those away, bam. And then all of your bones go straight into an expander, and that turns them into bone meal, and then that goes into a compactor. You'll want a couple compactors. Yeah, I would do like an expander. This is how I would do it. Okay. So when you're doing this, I would have this one up here taking in bones and giving you bone meal, and then that spits it into a double chest. And then I would have 2 compactors down here. Both of these are spitting out bone blocks. Yeah. Something like that, because you want two compactors. Because it's going to be more than hopper speed, right? Yeah, 22,000 bone meal an hour. Yeah, that's oh, that's actually more than double hopper speed. Oh, you need 3. Right. Cool. Well, you know what? I don't know how to do that. You can figure it out. Have fun with that. Bye. No, so the problem with the water streams is that fish pathfind. Did I show you that? I don't know if you've seen that. Fish pathfind to your areas beyond walls. Yeah. So you do need to remove extra water in the area if you have any. Maybe if it's just like 1 layer of water, then it might not be a big deal. But if you have a couple layers, then it's going to be a problem for you. Yeah, I guess 1 layer is fine. Well, maybe you could do water streams. Well, maybe you're right. Oh, what do I know? I guess you guys are going to go into the hole anyway. Yeah, so if you have a lush cave, then you can build 2 layers, and you can double the rates, basically. Yeah, you could go straight into it, Archangel. I just don't know if it'd be fast enough to keep up with it. I guess we could test that out at some point. So I think that this is basically the done farm. I will actually go ahead and add a little wall around this thing real quick. I'm gonna say it's optional in the video, but I would highly recommend it because you do not want dudes and dudettes walking into this place, getting all up in here, messing up your farm, being dumb. Because, yeah, like pillagers and bogged and frogs and all kinds of nonsense. Maybe I'll go ahead and clean up this wall while we're here as well, actually. Make it look a little bit nicer for the video, you know? Because that is our primary objective tonight, is to record this. Which really shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty simple farm. I mean, I think you guys already know how to build it. Do you know how to build it? If you don't know how to build it, then, well, I guess there's going to be a tutorial soon, so. I don't know. Guess you can just go watch that. Oh, there's dead bushes in the mangrove swamp? I didn't know that. Look at that. That's crazy. Who knew? Not me. That's for sure. Okay, well, that seems fairly good. That should keep everything out. Unless something comes in randomly. Yeah, there'll be a tutorial on this. I was hoping tomorrow, but I don't know. It's getting a little bit late for that. And I have to go places tomorrow and do things. Do stuff and things with people and places and stuff and things. Yeah. That is the most specific I'm gonna get. Get the missing jack-o'-lantern? Oh, there's one missing? Oh, there is one missing. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it, just to bother you. You shouldn't have pointed it out. In all caps. That was where you went wrong. See, if you didn't make a big deal out of it, I would have fixed it. Do I have an evil laugh? Hold up, please hold. Do my satellites still work?
No!
They do! Haven't tried them since the PC restart. It makes sense that they might work, though. Okay. Is there only one missing? I think there's only one missing. Soliciting YouTube comments. Clickbait! It's not clickbait, it's... just being a savvy businessman. Let's go. Got a pillager down here? You can stay there. Yeah, so I had to remove some water from, like, this little cave right here. And also from this area right here because it was attracting the fish. So you gotta be watching out for that. Oh, there's a chest right there. Well, now I appear to be stuck in here, so that was smart. Good job, me. Doing great things. Is that on all of them? No, I think it was just that one because of the... No, it's on this one too. There's even a trident in this one. Wait, hold up. That's not even the right piston. Oh well. There's not going to be a world download of this. I don't think it matters. Unless your OCD is bothering you. It wouldn't be bothering you now, would it? Listen. I try not to actually clickbait. Clickbait is like lying, right? Just having a clickable video title is not clickbait. Right. Now if I said infinite rates per hour, now that would be clickbait. But if I say best fish farm, it wouldn't be clickbait because this is the best fish farm. I try to stay away from best though because it doesn't last very long. There's always a better one sometime eventually. Easy mangrove farm. Did I didn't say easy on that, did I? Mangrove. No, I said mega tree farm. Tutorial. Mangrove plus cherry. 8-type universal tree farm. Mangrove bedrock MCP. It's got 250,000 views. That's 250,000 people that are probably struggling to build that. Best BONEMEAL mechanic. Yeah, the farm's rough. Right then. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a structure of these rates real quick because that seems important. Where am I gonna put this? Who knows? Let's put it over here. Oh, those are all my blocks. I actually might need those. Well, no, I have a chest over there. I don't need those. Oh, right. We gotta go wire up the drowning killers as well. That sounds important. Or me watching it 250,000 times. Well, you know. Oh, whoops. There's not an equal sign on there. Jeez. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and break all of these ones. It's very satisfying. By the way, I will show you the actual rate test that I did because I haven't published these. So this was the best one that I could get. 22,410. I'm pretty sure that's the right math. I think I might have wrote 24,000 in the Discord, but I think it's 22,000. You can see it's 19 stacks and 29 from 10 minutes. So then I did 5 in a plus shape, and that one was slightly less. As you can see, it wasn't even 19 stacks. I did 9 trident killers. That one wasn't even 18 stacks. Sorry, that wasn't even 17 stacks. I did another test of that. That one did slightly better. I think this one was messed up because I structure blocked in the trident killers, and I don't think I like corrected the water or the tridents on them. So I rethrew the tridents for the second one and like made sure everything was good to go. And then I got like, you know, okayer rates. So that was 18 and 7. Still not as good as the 5. And then I did another one. This was like 18 and 51. So there's some variability in here, of course. You know, chances are if I did another like full hour rate test, it might be even better. Who knows, right? Joey, welcome in. It's bone meal. We're converting it to bone meal. So it's times 3. It's times 3. Because we're counting bone meal per hour, not bones per hour. It's a very weird mountain over there. Anyway. Right then, let's get that redstone installed. Maybe we should nuke all the water for that. I think that's a great idea. Good idea, me. Let's nuke that water. It's actually really easy to put the water in this as well. It's just like literally one layer. There we go. Yeah, see, there's no water sources down there. Right, so how do we want to do this? I think we have... yeah, we have a redstone block to each corner of these. I think we should make our... I don't know, let's make our lever, like, over here? This has got the lowest terrain. Oh, the fish all died. Cool, that's great. Yeah, okay. I guess good to keep that in mind. I guess you'll make, like, a platform over, scaffolding down, and then it's not going to be lined up in the middle, so we're just going to have a lever, like, right here. And then maybe, like, a lamp. And then I don't really care how it goes down. It's gonna go something like this, though. There we go. Fill that in, and... point it on stone. Okay. Now, it should be pretty straightforward. First one's just going to go straight into this dropper. Okay. And then we're going to split it off from there as well. Guess we'll just go straight. It's got to meet up with the corners, though. Just got to hit those droppers. Yeah, so I would highly recommend that you install the redstone first, before you build up the full or at least before you install the water. So it'd be like, you know, dig down the area, get it flat, or fill it up to get it flat. Just some way to get it flat. This area was a bit hilly. It does have to be at 64 or below. Yeah, because it's from 0 to 64. So as long as your water is at this layer right here, then you'll be good. I should probably test that, though, to make sure. Because it might be 63, I don't know. You know how things go. Shenanigans be afoot sometimes. Don't want you to build your whole farm and then have to lower it down a block, right? That sounds annoying. I've never had to do that before. Yeah, so the pumpkins are just a pattern. You could use, you know, jack-o'-lanterns. You could use sea lanterns. You could use shroom lights. You could use a couple different things. Well, I should have seen that coming. Yeah, we don't have any form of skulk protection on this because you don't need it for the fish. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do a block count for this one, or maybe I will. At least for the trident killers, but like this floor can just be whatever block you want. So I don't think I really need to include that in the materials lists. this is going to be kind of annoying though, isn't it? So would you guys build something like this? You do kind of need a mangrove swamp. That's not too big of a deal. You can find a mangrove swamp. Chunk base. Now, if you want to build a really good one, you're going to need a lush cave and a mangrove swamp, and that's definitely a bit more difficult. Not gonna lie. A wee bit more difficult on that one. But it's possible. Now, you could build it in just a lush cave as well. And then you would just need to kind of mine it out. You wouldn't need to do anything with the surface. And I don't think you need to light it up either. Although, if you didn't light it up, you get glow squids. So, you know, be warned. Not that they would hurt anything, I don't think. It's just, you know, annoying. There. No one likes glow squids. They're stinky. You know what? I don't think I... Yeah, I don't think I removed the redstone block from that one. Or, oh, I guess I did get that one. Is that all of them then? Okay, that's all of them. I do have to put a redstone torch on this though, so it's inverted. You like glow squids? Do you like to see them die in a trident killer? I forgot a repeater. Oh, I did. I'm sure it's fine. Who needs a repeater? No one needs this thing to turn off. Yeah, so typically if you see a catalyst in another build like this to destroy the experience, like in my witch farm, you're going to have a button in there to... I heard a villager. You're going to have a button in there to stop the spread of the skulk, but we don't need that on this one. Because when they die while swimming, they don't actually spread anything, which is interesting. Now, I guess this is kind of an expensive block to get, but you can find them in the deep dark. You don't need to kill a warden for it. So it's not actually that bad. We are going to replace all this with regular quartz, though. That way it doesn't spread again. Looks a bit ugly. Are we good around here? No, we got to do this one. Okay, not that one. All the ones but that one. Okay, there we go. And then to fill this thing up with water, so once you like dig it down, flatten it, install your trident killers, your redstone, and your lights, then you literally just get like some sources and you go every other block all the way down one wall. And then all the way down another wall. And then magically, it's going to have not filled in the entire platform. Because you need to put in some temporary blocks right here. And then it'll spread, and then you just got to fill up these little temp spaces. A lot of frogs down here. Good frog farm, I guess. But yes, you can see as soon as we get actual water sources in here, then they start to spawn a ton. They don't spawn in flowing water. Imagine having to kill a warden for every catalyst you wanted. Just do it. Warden farms are pretty easy. I need to make an updated video on that. Okay, so that's all there is to it. As you can see, they just basically go straight on in there. It's so easy. Literally so easy. And then we need to get ourselves a redstone torch somewhere on this. Well, those skulks just spread again. I don't know how or why, but I heard them. Is that not working? Oh, right. It's actually on right now. There we go. Oh, no. I guess they just make skulk sounds whenever something dies in there? Is that how that's working? Okay, they just make skulk sounds all the time. Okay, I guess I just haven't... Yeah, I haven't actually been wearing my headphones while designing this, so... Makes sense. Wouldn't have heard that. Hey, True. Welcome in. He said these guys will make skulk sounds. It's faint because Trident Killers, but you can hear it. Yeah, see, it's faint. But it's there. Okay, then. Well, I think that looks pretty good. Any questions? Oh, right. It's making the stone breaking sound because of the pistons. But now you can really hear the skulk. Hi, Lee. How you doing? Yeah, so we go down. If we AFK'd one block higher, you would have less noise. But alas, who cares? It'll be AFK anyway. It's gonna be all good. It's all good. Let's see. Is that all the materials that we need? I think it basically is. Probably a lever. I get a lamp in there. Redstone torch. Don't think you really need sponges, but you know, you might. We don't have the pistons in here for the Trident Killer. We also have not gotten a materials list yet because, alas, I'm big dumb. You don't need the gold blocks either, actually. Trapdoors are old. Don't need a spawn egg, probably. And I think it's a... Oh, maybe with some walls. Yeah, some walls around the edges. Did I watch MCC? No, I did not. Been busy messing with fishies. Cute little fishies going straight into Trident Killers. Look how cute they are. But yeah, this thing is insane. So we're gonna let this run for a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and check the chests, and you guys will see just how crazy it is, because it's pretty good. I know MCC was held at like TwitchCon or something, right? Because my entire Twitter timeline is just like, everybody's at TwitchCon and you're not. Yeah. So that's cool. TwitchCon looks interesting. I don't really know what the point of it is, but you know, seems like it could be a good time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now this is obviously very temporary storage, but you can see we already got, you know, half a stack of bones in this one. The middle one should have more than all the other ones. Excuse me, fishies. We had like 10 bones in that one. Yeah, so that was just running for like a couple of minutes. Maybe not even that, maybe like a minute. I'm not actually sure. Let's call it a couple minutes. Is that all of them? But yeah, you can see we got like a stack of bones from that. A lot of fishies. Most of that was... Oh, wait, 2 stacks. Most of that was not with looting, though. Because I just started holding looting at the very end there. Right? Pretty solid stuff. Pretty solid stuff. 58% of the chat has not killed a warden so far. One, a few, a lot, tons. Technically, I've killed a ton. Because we did our TBE Season 5... episode 0, and I set up a warden farm, and it was crazy. It was fun. One moment, please. We're gonna see what the rates my other moss farm is. Easy bone meal farm. It's got 250,000 views. That's crazy. I should make more tutorials. Let's see, 18,500 dimes an hour. That's not specifically for bone meal, though. 1,600 bone meal an hour. After it, like, refuels itself. So, Well, it's a couple. It's a couple moss farms. You know, like a dozen or two. Can you get the items out with a water stream without the fish getting into it? No, you would want to use a dropper. I just saw that I had a bonk on my soundboard, and I was like, oh, bonk. Yeah, I usually just run past the board as well. Okay. Well then. Let's check out our lush cave real quick. How are we doing on that lush cave? Ooh, not great. I think it was this one. Doesn't look very big, does it? Because the max size of the farm is 40 by 40. Oh, is that a water cave as well? Gross. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, that's so gross. Nasty. Ew, okay, well, not that one. I ain't doing that. We do have a bunch more mangrove in this direction, though. Maybe we can find a decent spot. Kind of doubt you're going to get a full-size lush and a full-size mangrove. I think you're going to do one level in a lush cave. Is that it? Is that all we got? This lava's having a hard time over here. Peculiar. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's all we got for a lush cave. Well, we could change the biome as well. We could just open up Amulet real quick and be like, hey, this is now a lush biome. Let's go. Oh, there's this one right here, actually. Oh, this is the one that we started with. Dang it! What about this one over here? This one looks a little bit better. We could probably get this right here. Ooh, maybe not. How about this one? This one might work. Okay, this is looking like it might be the best bet. Yeah, here we go. That looks big enough for a lush cave. Like, farm. Now, the problem with this is that we have a lot of water on the surface, so you're gonna have to clear that out. The biome goes into the walls. True, but it's really hard to know where that's at in survival. Unless you got Foxy's pack that, like, tells you that, but that's an experimental one. Yeah. I mean, maybe chunk base, but chunk base isn't accurate to the block, is it? Yeah, so I would feel safer doing this watercolor. Well, that's clever. How dare you have a good idea? Yeah, I guess watercolor would do it. Could even put on a texture pack to make it really obvious as well. Is that the same watercolor? Oh. It just looks like water to me. Oh, there goes my autoclicker. Yeah, sometimes my mouse does that. Yeah, I don't think we're in a lush cave. Well, oh, actually, you know what? Maybe we are in a lush cave biome. Okay, well, let's go to another biome that's definitely not lush cave. Like this right here. Oh, hi. Okay, well, I guess that water is different color. That's mangrove water. This looks like mangrove water as well. It's definitely not the light blue of the lush. Now this goes through a lush cave. Does it change colors? Not really. Well, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, it sounds like that's going to be kind of a pain to figure out. But, I mean, if your water is this obviously, you know, super light blue, then I guess you can go with it. That doesn't look nearly as good, though. Is it just because of the block that's under it? I don't know. It doesn't look as bright as this. Yeah, I feel like a texture pack to make it very obvious would be helpful. Like, make it red in this biome, right? I think that would probably be a good way to go about it. Oh, wrong one. I always do game mode S when I'm trying to go into spectator. I'm smart like that. Yeah, either way, you're gonna have to clear out all this garbage. Lovely water caves. You gotta love it. We can see so well. Okay. Just a vast area over there with no caves. Well, let's get back to it. We'll just focus on this. Yeah, behavior pack, though. Cheats. It's gotta be for survival. Otherwise, what's the point? Right, I don't think there's a way to get rid of the frogs. Because I'm pretty sure they're spawning in the water. Or they're jumping over our walls. But the frogs don't really affect anything anyway. Yeah, it was a bit more difficult to see on Deep Slate. I'm not seeing a frog in there. They could jump over our walls, right? Because they can jump pretty high. Mob suppression. Yeah, we just filled out the mob cap. Yeah, they don't really do anything though. I mean, they just swim around. Even when they do die on the Trident Killers, they don't spread skulk, so it's pretty fine. What's the pumpkin do in the farm? It's just to light it up. Speaking of, we haven't actually tested that. That looks pretty bright to me. Frogs part of the aquatic cap? That's a good question. I think fish have their own separate little thing that don't include frogs. Right, I guess we need to kill everything in there. Alright, let's see if we get a frog to spawn in here. Oh, so we do have to kind of go higher FOV for this. Oh, see, he's got a guy jumping over here. They definitely spawn on land because they spawn in my swamp slime farm. That might be a little bit too much FOV. Fish are separate. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so they don't really matter. They can certainly jump pretty high though. So I'm not worried about them getting into the farm or anything. It's just, you know, an oddity. Definitely put the wall around the edges though, because man, slimes, pillagers, traders, you know, everything was walking up in here. Bogged. Yeah, especially during night, you would have a ton of stuff walking in here. This FOV is crazy. Look at this. Look how far away I am. Hi, can you hear me all the way over there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much left to test. I mean, unless there's like another meta that we can find of it, but I've been messing with this all day. Oh, this feels so zoomed in now, but this is just 70. It feels so zoomed in. I got used to like 90 FOV within like the course of 1 minute. Jeez. I feel so zoomed in. Eyeballs are touching the screen. Fish pathing towards deeper water? Yeah, exactly. That's literally all it is. It's so simple. Yeah, they see the deeper water, they're just like, hey, yo, time to die. Except this guy, I guess. Yeah, that's right. Go into that. Go into that Trident Killer. Yeah, there we go. Good little fishy. Yeah, so they spawn incredibly quick. They got a high mob cap. They die really quick. They drop a ton of bones, meaning that we get like 22k bone meal. Now, technically, you can set this up in the other biomes. This looks like it's full rates, by the way. I think our lighting pattern's working fine. You could set this up in other biomes and, like, the ocean and stuff. Problem with that is they pathfind. It's a pretty big area that you have to clear out. Because I think they pathfind, like... I think it's 16 blocks or something. Let's actually figure that out real quick. So, we're going to... go ahead and set this up as just like a little exclusion zone right here. This is something I need to actually check on. Let's put a couple of guys in here. Why were they spawning outside the water? You know what? Who cares? No blocks. It seemed like 16, because my guy was pathing from right here to the drop chute. And that's actually this one right here is 16 blocks. Seems like they're going for that corner. And they should all spread out? Yeah, they all spread out. Okay. Now, if it's really dumb, they should pathfind for that one. Although, that might be slightly too far away. It's hard to tell sometimes. It'd be nice if we could see... because the developers have the ability to just see where things are trying to pathfind to. Seems like they're trying to pathfind to that one. Have a good night, dog. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. We're building a fish bone meal farm. Right now we're testing to see how far away they can path. Yeah, so they're definitely going for this one. As soon as we put that in there, they all go for that corner. They should try to get into like that corner even. Now they're just spawning circle. Well, it's pretty far. Whatever the distance is, it's pretty far. Okay, it's pretty good. Which is pretty bad. So, like, if you wanted to build yourself a fish farm over here, for example, while the water is already there, you would have a much harder time building it, like, right here, because you would have to drain so much water to stop them from pathfinding incorrectly, which I think is just, honestly, a bug. They should not be trying to pathfind through walls. It's basically the best bone meal farm on Bedrock, yeah. Unless you have, like, some insane, like, Sim 12, like, hostile mob farm or something. But this one is definitely wins on size, scale, and cost. It's just so easy. So easy. Really can't go wrong with it. Alright then. I think we are ready to start recording, are we? You guys are gonna have a first-hand view of what's happening. Right, let me make sure I'm not recording 4K anymore, actually. Because I had to do a thing where I had to record some videos in 4K. For people. And things. 44,000. Yeah, 44,000. If you stack them. YouTube voice activated. Yeah, general hostile mob farms are not going to be particularly good, especially if they don't have Trident killers on them. Like, yeah, it's just not going to be that great. Trident killers are so good. 2.5 times more items right out the gate. It is well worth the time it takes to funnel them into the Trident killer, and also you get the experience as well. Okay. Well, we're going to start off with the rates of it. So, let's go ahead and figure out how to demo that. So this is what you get from 10 minutes. I could do a much longer test, but I feel like it's going to be about the same. So, I think we'll leave it at that for now. However, let's go ahead and copy this chest real quick. Is that all that? There we go. And then I guess I'll just turn this all into bone meal. Oh, there goes that. Where's my kill command? There we go. And then that'll be an example of how much bone meal you get every 10 minutes. Of course, that one has all that stuff in it. I knew that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're definitely going to want a trash can for this farm, by the way, because all those tropical fish are essentially useless. You're going to be getting tens of thousands of them, so just shoot them straight into lava, please. Please don't set up a shulker loader and build a shulker farm and get a ton of shulker boxes just restoring all that fish, because, quite frankly, that would be ridiculous, and nobody should ever do that. It's over a double chest every 10 minutes. Okay. You know what? We're not going to do a double chest in some. We're just going to do like, hey, it's this much every 10 minutes. It's 6 double chests. You can trade them. No, no one's going to trade them. No one's going to trade all these. Stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 and 6. Yeah, so it's that much bone meal per hour. Cool. I hope you like bone meal, because you're going to be getting that much of it. Oh no, plus another, 4 stacks. Hold up. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, like, let's say 2 more. Okay, well, it's about this much bone meal. Okay. Great. Double layers of stack of bone blocks per minute. Bruh. Yeah, I honestly don't know what you're gonna have to use all that for, but that's not really my job. My job is to figure out what you're gonna use all this for. My job is to give you good things. Oh, of course, that's full of bone meal. Yeah. Okay. Right then. It was like, oh, what was it? 4 and like 23, I think. Yeah, it was like 4 and 23. Okay. And, oh wait, hold up. No, I need those 4 and 23 for the first example. Okay, all of that's extra. Allegedly. Allegedly. This is what's going into this one little 10-second clip. Okay. Should we just jump right into it, people? Stacks falling month are supposed to generate over 20 stacks of bones per hour. 20 stacks of bones. Ha! 20 stacks of bones. Ha! Let's see. Now, let's get out the calculator. Okay, cool. So that's 60 stacks of bone meal. So 60 times 64. 3,800. I'm just gonna keep looking. And how long does it take to build? Yeah. Yeah, nothing else works this good, right, guys? Yeah, maybe if you have like some crazy, super stacked up farm on like some 12, like, multiple split densities or something, then maybe you could get something good. 20 stacks of gunpowder. Who needs it? Honestly, that's not that much. Because, like, my split density is like 12k an hour. Not counting the junk items, right? Right then. Well, the actual gear and stuff. Anyway. That point aside, let's hop into it. So this stupendously simple little farm produces an insane amount of items. It produces about 22,000 bone meal per hour, or roughly 12,000 items per hour. So that means after running the farm for 10 minutes, you're going to get all of these items right here. Yeah, from 10 minutes, you're going to get all of these bones, which is this entire double chest of bone meal, and then some. Yeah, YouTube voice is definitely on right now. Okay, and we got to get all this. And then put some of that up there. Okay, and then we're going to rearrange this real quick. And then make it look good right here. Okay. Which means if you run this farm for 1 hour, you're going to get this double chest of bone meal, and that one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and this one, and this entire inventory. So it's basically the best bone meal farm in Minecraft, hands down. Okay, let's make sure that actually recorded. I have the stream music going right now. Is that going to affect it? I don't actually know, because I'm recording with OBS, not Streamlabs OBS. Because I'm streaming in 720p, and my video's got to be in 1440p crisp. Also, I think I'm streaming in 30 FPS, so. Items, it produces about... Okay, let's go on this one. Hold up, please hold. We have game sounds on this? Probably. Oh yeah, okay, we got... Okay, that's all I need. Game sounds in my mic. Cool. Yes, the same exact build process regardless of mangrove or lush. So it's really that's all there is to it. Same farm, just different places. Okay, so that's the rates taken care of. Should we do this into bone blocks? I feel like we should do that into bone blocks. It was 4 stacks and 23, wasn't it? Something like that. So we're going to grab a crafting table. We'll just break all that real quick. Thank you. Yeah, so it's quite a bit. So this is from 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Well, that's something. Jeez. Okay. How many stacks is that? 6.5? Oh, wow. It's actually, if you doubled it, it would be over a stack of bone blocks a minute. Dang. Go with the higher number. Did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, you could probably get by. Well, I think you should build the whole thing. AFK for like 3 hours, and then you never need to use it again. Right? I mean, it's not like it's a hard farm to build. $6.5 per 10 minutes. To simplify that down a little bit, wait, hold up. Oh, I'm recording with OBS and Streamlabs. Okay, yeah, instead of hitting my hotkey, I gotta press the button normally. Hold up. Please hold. This is complicated. I haven't done this before. I am new to this recording thing. I've never made a video in my life. To simplify that for you, every 10 minutes of using the farm, you're going to get about 6.5 stacks of bone blocks. Oh, and also you can build 2 of these if you have the right circumstances for a total of 44,000 bone meal per hour, or over a stack of bone blocks per minute. What are you going to use all that for? I don't know, but I'm just here to give you big numbers, because big numbers go brr. I have no idea. What are you going to do with it? Also, please hold. What Bedrock are we on? 245. I got to organize some footage real quick, because my clips and use folder has all of my last video in it. Oh yeah, Minecraft Live is happening on the 28th, by the way. We haven't even talked about that yet. Jeez. So much stuff happening with fish. We don't even think to talk about Minecraft Live. Or what they're going to allegedly probably maybe announce. They're actually having 2 Minecraft Lives a year now, which is interesting. So that'll be interesting. I do not have enough screens for everything that I need to do right now. Let's put this over here. Put that over there. Okay. I think I've organized everything where I need it. Right then. So we need to go over the mechanics of this real quick. You don't even watch the live events anymore? Well, I have to. It's my job. It's my job. But they're pretty alright. You know, it's a good way to see what's happening. Here, Minecraft Live is going to nerf fish bone drops to bone meal for Java parody. Nah, they would never. That's why you gotta use this farm before they fix anything. This has probably been possible for like years, and we've just not even discovered it. A little cheesy. Okay. Right then. So how exactly does this work? Hold up. Did I hit my hotkey? I did. And I was stupid too. For some reason, it's recording with both OBS and Streamlabs OBS, but I'm only getting 1 clip. So I think Streamlabs OBS is putting the file somewhere else. Who knows? I'll have to figure that out later. Anyway. It's going to be like 100 gigs of footage nowhere. So how is this tiny little farm so efficient? It's actually stupidly stupid. No, I don't like it. So how is this tiny little farm so efficient? Well, it's such a simple mechanic that it's kind of wild no one's found it yet. So basically, when a fish is in 1 layer of water, they're going to try and pathfind to some deeper water. So we have a hole of like 3 blocks of water over here, just flowing downwards, and all of these fish are going to immediately pathfind straight for it, basically. So as soon as they spawn, all of our fish go straight into the trident killers. Hey, Skyrenthi, welcome in. How you doing? And then trees, silent whisper, looting 3. And then, yeah, so that's really cool. We will kill that guy real quick. So I need to dim out the rates. I keep hitting my hotkey. That's years of habit right there. Hitting my hotkey to record instead of pressing this button. So on Bedrock Edition, fish drop bones instead of bone meal. So I have mob loot turned off right now. These guys are just spawning or swimming in a perfect circle right now. Game rule, do mob loot. There we go. So on Bedrock Edition, fish drop full bones instead of bone meal like they do on Java Edition, meaning that if you're lucky, when you kill these guys with looting 3, you can get up to 7 bones at a time. As you can see, we just got 6 bones from a single fish. Actually, let's do that into bone meal as well. So from that 1 fish, we just got ourselves 18 bone meal, which is wild. And we're getting absolutely hundreds and thousands of fish in this farm. Okay. And that's the basics of how it works. Let's see, what else have we got? Right, yeah, so we need to tell people that it's kind of broken as well. So, for example, they will pathfind through a wall. So let's put some water, like, over here. And, yep, they should pathfind towards that. So let's get ourselves a little fish. A little fishy-wishy. Dang it, keep hitting my hotkey. Gotta stop doing that. Now, there is a downside to this mechanic. They can actually see the deeper water through a wall. So these guys are just going right over there. Not a great example. Oh, it's got to be 3 layers. That's right. There we go. Okay. Keep hitting my hotkey. This is gonna be so annoying. Okay. So there's a downside to this mechanic. The tropical fish... There's a downside to this mechanic. Fish can actually see deeper water through a wall. So even though these guys can pathfind to this entire area, they're all stuck in this one corner trying to get into this slightly deeper water over here, which I would consider a bug because they have absolutely no way of ever reaching that water. So they should not be trying to pathfind to it. So if you notice your fish in an aquarium are stuck in one corner, this might be why. Yeah, watercolor could be a useful thing to mention for sure. Let me put that water in my notes. Okay, and then... So this is easily fixable. You can either remove the water, that way there's nothing for them to pathfind to, or you can make sure that it's not deep enough, and then they won't really care about it. If it's like a single layer of water, like in a water stream, then as you can see, they stop really caring about it, and then they'll go on their way and straight into your trident killers. Okay. Then we gotta talk about the biome as well. Yeah, because there's very little water in this biome. Watch out not to get burned on the hotkey. Yeah. Wow, thanks, Archangel. Ah, so hot, spicy. It's such a spicy key. Gonna need to drink some milk and get some aloe vera up in here. Jeez. Hey, welcome back for 5 months. You're welcome for the monies. Why, thank you. Much appreciated. 5 months worth of monies? This is so nice of you. It was a funny. It was a funny. I'll give you that. Okay. Right then. So we need to get a nice little B-roll shot of this. So with these mechanics in mind, there's 2 really good places to build this farm that don't require a lot of work. One of which is the mangrove swamps. The mangrove swamps? One of which is the mangrove swamp, because there is not very much water here at all. All the water is in small little ponds, which you could use to actually build your farm, and there's not a ton of big lakes or rivers nearby that you would need to drain or fill in. Fish in this biome also spawn anywhere from Y0 to 64, so you can even dig downwards, which might be helpful for our second biome. Right then. Game mode. Spectator, not survival. You know, on Java Edition, you can't even do, like, game mode S or C or A for adventure because they removed it. You have to type out the entire thing now, which is just so annoying. Bad Java. Bad. You know what? There we go. Where's my lush cave at? Hey, nice. Glad you enjoyed the tree farm. I need to make a blasting chamber for the tree farm at some point. Is this a coral reef? Yo, wait, hold up. Hold up, I've never seen this. I'm getting entirely distracted. We got a coral reef, like, underground. What? Look at that. It's in this huge cave system. I was like, what's that really bright block? You don't get those underground. Yeah, huh. That's so weird. Are any of these actually underground? Why can't I see? I have all the effects. Conduit power. 922. Can't see anything. I don't think it's actually technically underground, but jeez, it's so bad. Water is so bad in this game. Why can't I have night vision and conduit power? Anyway, getting distracted. I like that. That's kind of cool. Where's my lush cave at? Respect to see better conduit power? No. I refuse! The second biome is a lush cave because tropical fish spawn in this biome, which is perfect for our farm. These can be massive, and you can have one directly underneath your mangrove swamp, meaning that you can build 2 farms and get double the rates. Now, the chances of you finding a good biome, the chances of you finding a good stacked biome like that are kind of rare, but not as rare as you might think if you know a couple good tricks. And then, like, we'll get into chunk base and just straight up spectator mode, I guess. Yeah, you could build either or, because you don't need to stack them. You could build a mangrove swamp one without the lush, or you could build a lush without the mangrove. So let's mention that. So if you don't have a mangrove swamp near your base or where you want to build, you can just use a lush cave instead, and that might save you a ton of travel time. Cool. And get some more B-roll in here because that was kind of a lot of talking for not a lot of camera movement there, wasn't it? Yeah, much better together. Better together? Oh my god, that's the name of Bedrock Edition. Crazy. Was that pun intentional? It's just a mob spawner. I'm always on my lookout for like weird things underground. Yeah. Right then. Let's go ahead and get a picture of... Where's it at? It was this one? Will I actually get double rate? Separate caps. Yeah, surface and cave cap. Because, bam! Bedrock Edition's got dumb mechanics that are really working out in our favor for this one very specific farm. Yeah. That's a really good question, though. Thank you. I didn't know the answer to that. I guess I could have figured it out. Where is this cave? Is it this one? Yeah, I guess it's this one. I don't know how I want to do this. So if you feel like putting way more work into this crazy little farm than you probably should, you can go find yourself a mangrove swamp biome with a nice lush cave directly underneath it, dig down, and build 2 farms for 44,000 bone meal an hour. So screaming bam at you during a storm never gets old. Bam! Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Bunk. What else do I have on here? Dang it, Sloy. Dang it, Sloy. It's clear of commands. Oh, obviously. Yeah, clear. Yeah, obviously. Duh. Nah, we're going to have to get out the pickaxe real quick and clear out this area so we can do this build, guys. Excuse me, Mike? What? Perfect timing on the cave noise. What is this? What is this shenanigan right here? Excuse me? Oh, that's going in the video. I don't care if it's relevant. It's going in the video. And you know what? It's going on Twitter. Because, like, what even is this? See, this is why you gotta keep your eyes out for weird things underground. So you'll find stuff like this. Natural Minecraft generation. Any other weird stuff around here? I don't think so. Anyway. Was that all the mechanics I need to talk about? Oh, they spawn 12 to 32 blocks away. Fish cap is 36. Yeah, I guess we'll mention those things. I don't know what it is, but I got something stuck in my tooth. It feels like a little piece of fuzz or something. Been messing with it for like 20 minutes. Can't get it out. You ever have that happen? Get something stuck in your tooth and you're like, ah, it's just in there. Right then. Enough of that. I guess we should probably get rid of these chests. Oh, right. Conduit power makes your arm not move. If you have it, like, level 200. 24 blocks between platforms? Yeah. Yeah, because it's got to be 12 above and 12 below. Yep. let's hop into the tutorial, shall we? I do need to get a materials list as well. Okay. If you're familiar with spawning mechanics, then you might think that our AFK spot is a little bit low, but the fish spawning sphere is actually different from the normal mob spawning sphere. They spawn from 12 to 32 blocks away from the player, whereas normal mobs are 24 to 44 blocks away. So this means that we have to AFK lower, and if you're going to be building 2 of these farms, then there has to be a total of 24 blocks between the 2. Yeah. And should I mention the mob cap? I don't think it really matters for the video. I think that was about it. Oh, and then the lights as well. Now, fish in a mangrove swamp. Oh, I hit my hotkey. Dang it. Spicy. Spicy key. Now, fish in a mangrove swamp need light to spawn, so if you want to use the farm at night, then you will need to light it up using some light-emitting blocks, like jack-o'-lanterns or shroom lights or glowstone or whatever you want. Light only in 1 deep water? Well, that's what we're building it for, right? Because I'm not going to show the salmon one, which requires more. Did I say magma? Don't you see lanterns? Oh, sea lanterns don't work? Did I say magma? I don't know. Maybe I'll redo it. Excuse me, Mr. Oh, it is a husk. I thought it sounded like a husk. It's like we're not in it. Okay. What's up with sea lanterns? Are they being weird? Are they a transparent block now? You know what? Use lava as your light source. Now, fish in a mangrove swamp do need some light sources to spawn at night, so if you want to use the farm at night, you'll need to light up your platform using some jack-o'-lanterns, or glowstone, or shroom lights, or another light-emitting block. And then I'll mention somewhere else that they shouldn't use sea lanterns. Hey, thank you for the raid! Saren? Saren? I don't know, but thank you so much. Messes with pathfinding. Because I know your pictures that you sent at Discord, Rusty, had sea lanterns at one point. Oh, my notes down here say 15,000 bone meal an hour. Well, that's a bit outdated now, isn't it? I think that's it. I'm looking at my notes now. I don't see anything else that I think I need to mention in the mechanics part of the video. Of course, we'll do credits, and then I need to do the whole intro of the video, but I'll record that later, because the intro is always complicated. Takes more time. Takes a lot of takes to get the intro right. But the tutorial is fairly straightforward. So, I need to do like a how to use the farm itself. So we can get rid of that one, we can get rid of that one, we can get rid of that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. I'll take all these, thank you. You know, that's 3 swords in there? Jeez, that might be a little bit overkill. Don't even have enough hands for all that. Untoxic community. Yeah, we tried. We ban anyone that's dumb. Well, not dumb. You're allowed to be dumb. Just don't be mean. I had to walk that one back because if we were banning anyone that was dumb, well, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, maybe there's a little exception in the rules, a little carve out for Pico Man. Toro, look at this. Do the thing. Yeah. You're ready. Yeah, I know how you guys are. You're mean to me. Just don't be mean to each other. Jeez. Right, you do need to hold a looting sword. Did I not get a Time set. Oh, time C noon. I see how it is. Oh, they can mess up when they move from a sea lantern to another block. Interesting. That's dumb. Guy was annoying. He's breaking my focus. Right then. So I think to use it, you literally are just gonna stand right here in the middle. It doesn't need to be chunk lined or anything. So to use this build, all you do is stand right here at the AFK spot, holding yourself a looting 3 sword, and then we have an on switch over here. So we flick this on, this will turn on all of our trident killers, and you're good to go. I kind of did that one in reverse. You're supposed to probably turn it on and then go to the AFK spot, right? I think that probably dual logic. Probably dual logic. Break some of these vines. Okay. So using the farm is really simple. We have a lever on the outskirts over here that's going to turn on all of our trident killers, and then you simply go up to your AFK spot. You stand here while holding a looting 3 sword, and bam, that's going to apply the looting effect to all of your fishes, and you're going to get an absolute insane amount of bone meal. You can stand here for as long as you like, and you'll be perfectly fine. We do need to install some blocks right here for phantoms. And then, of course, we have a roof above us to stop phantoms from spawning. That way you don't need to worry about those guys. Okay. Good last-minute addition right there. That was definitely there the entire time. Typing angrily already, yeah. So that's how we use it. Oh, we need to get a materials list. So that's going to be a bit fun. Let's go ahead and make a copy of the world for that. Because then we're going to show the materials list and then get into the tutorial. No, you definitely won't point out any continuity errors in the video. No. It's more comments. Did I ever put that pumpkin back in, by the way? I don't think I did. Can we just use slabs as a roof? No. It's gotta be, well... No, you might actually be able to, actually. I never thought about that. Yeah, no, I think you can. No, because phantoms are really picky. Like, you can't even have water above you. Or leaves. 2 hours late. You're only 1 hour and 46 minutes and 8 seconds late, Gilly. How dare you? It's my new favorite sound effect. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, no, I think you're right, actually. I think a slab would work, or some leaves. I know leaves definitely work. I had a whole list of blocks that worked at some point. We will actually... I don't think I've been awake in this world long enough to get phantoms. Well, no, I should have. Definitely haven't slept, like, all day today. I've been playing all day. Why are you making bone meal fish? You've never heard of, fish food? It's pretty normal. You gonna get a phantom? Every time you need a phantom, you never get a phantom. Hey, phantoms! There we go. Yeah, every time you need a phantom, you can't get it. Okay, so we're not gonna get any over here, obviously. So then... there might not be anywhere for them to spawn, actually. Well, they can definitely spawn on the edges over there, but like leaves and stuff. Yeah, they can't spawn on leaves. Because they need an actual block on the ground to spawn on. They don't spawn on water. Right, let's go over here. And put some leaves down. Yeah, see, as soon as we move over. Because I don't think we're going to get anything. Okay. So we go over here. We look up. We get phantoms. Yup. Bam. And then we teleport over. Those guys despawn. And then we're not going to get anything over here. They're very picky. Okay, we don't have anything. We pop that up. And then they should spawn, like, pretty much momentarily. Slabs, I think, would work, too. They really want, like, direct sky access. Like, I'm surprised glass even works. Excuse me. Should be getting a phantom. Unless those guys didn't despawn. Yeah, because if you just use leaves, you won't even need the torch for it. Well, come on now. Do something. Just staring at the sky over here. You could set up other mob farms. Nothing spawn. I think the mob cap's full. Pego yells at clouds. It wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time. I've died to clouds before. Riptiding into a mountain because of clouds. Well, okay. Well, there we go. We got one. Maybe this being really slow. I'm pretty sure leaves do work, though. I'm like 95% confident on that. So we'll just go and put some leaves over there. And then that should allow our fish to also spawn. Cool. Let's record that again, shall we? And of course, we have a little roof above us. No, I hit my hotkey. Dang it. Gotta stop doing that. I don't know where these extra clips are going. Hit it again. Extra clip. Okay. Let's see if I can not mess it up for the 5th time in a row. And of course, we have a roof above us to prevent phantoms from spawning, so you don't have to worry about those guys as you AFK overnight. Great. Took 7 tries, but we got there. We are on the copy of a copy, so we are on the proper world to actually destroy this farm, right? Yes, we are. Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, true. I was just going to have a platform going over there. I mean, you could just use a target block and a T flip-flop if you wanted to. Or you could do a button, or you could run a redstone line, or whatever you want to do, you know? Hey, we don't judge. Okay. So materials list. First up, leaves. 4 glass. We got 4 panes. We got 3. And then obviously a water bucket. Technically an infinite water source. That guy can burn in the painful light of day. 20, negative 20, negative 20, air, replace water. There we go. Ah, it wasn't quite all of it. Okay. Oh, still wasn't quite all of it. Jeez. Ice is easier. Yeah, but like, you know, whatever. They can do whatever they want. They got the options. All right, that's gonna spread a bunch of skulking, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Air replace skulk. Veins. There we go. Only 100 of those. Now we need to get our actual coordinates here. $195? No, 196. Where's my scac? My scac? No, my skulk calculator. No, not skulk calculator. Dang it, stack calculator. Dang, bro, I am so bad at words. Jeez. What was it? Hold up, please hold. 196? Yeah. Because there's that one missing. I wonder if anyone's gonna notice that. That's 3 stacks and 4. That's actually not that bad. I should be writing this stuff down as well, by the way. Materials. Because then when I need to make the description, I can just, like, already have what I need. What was it, 196? 196 light blocks. That is 3 stacks and 4. Yeah, this is what goes into recording a video, by the way. Fun fact. So all of our floor blocks over here also need to get removed. And replace quartz. 1,384. That's a completely optional amount. Because you can just use whatever's already here. That's 21 stacks. 1,384 blocks. Optional. 21 stacks and 40. Yeah, it's not really worth it, I don't think. Well, there's 5 trident killers, so we can just do the math for all that real quick. So it's 4 times 5. Oh, what is that? That's crazy. That's 20. Let's see. 20 observers. 20 pistons. 20 droppers. 4 hoppers. 10 chests. And then we just gotta count the redstone as well. It's such a simple farm. You really can't go wrong with it. Like, I think everyone should probably build this because it's only a matter of time before they nerf it, really, or they break it accidentally. One or the other will happen before too long. Before too long. Okay. And then we gotta figure out how many blocks we use in each of these. Oh, Skulk Catalyst as well. So you're gonna need about 5 of those. I will need to mention the Deep Dark for that. Technically, those glass are optional. You could put like a stair right there. I'm gonna use a glass block though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 blocks per trident killer. It's 45 blocks. Love it. That's 0.5 of a stack. You don't actually need impaling on these tridents. Mr. Rusty, get out of here. You know you don't need impaling. Yeah, because they're fish. They die instantly. Oh my god, I can't believe you made a mistake. It's crazy. Oh, looting 3 sword, obviously. Let's see. 5 tridents. Looting 3 sword. And then we'll just go ahead and do the redstone real quick. I think that's gonna be an approximate number. It's redstone wire, right? Yeah, redstone wire. 74 redstone? No, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. 79 redstone. That's a total of 1 stack and 15. That's actually not that bad.
Ooh.
Okay. 79 redstone. And then we gotta get the repeaters in there as well. Redstone repeater? Is it not repeater? Is it not redstone? Oh, it's powered repeater. Okay, fine. Okay, sure. 0 blocks filled. Are they powered right now? No. Are they unpowered? Repeating command block? That's not even what I typed. Unpowered repeater. There we go. 5. Jeez, that was more complicated than it should have been. Eight, 9, 10. 10 more blocks. If anyone complains about block count being wrong, too bad. What was it? 5 repeaters? Cool. This is such a cheap farm. Oh, and then a redstone torch, right? Redstone torch, lever, lamp. And then we got 3 more glass down here. Yeah, I already counted that redstone. That takes us to a total of 7 glass, guys. That's crazy. I actually don't see glass in my list. Somehow I missed that? Okay. Oh, it's down. Oh, it's down here. Whoops. I somehow failed at typing a list. You know what? Are we surprised? I don't think so. And I think that's it. We got all the redstone lines. We got all the tridents, all the trident killers. That redstone block doesn't go anything that's old. So is that one. These extra blocks around the edges. Oh, walls. Might need some walls. Bunch of walls. That's literally what it's going to say in the materials list. Bunch of walls. Okay. Let's give ourselves a structure block real quick. And we will take this back to the main world. Yeah, it's super cheap. I mean, look at that. You can't go wrong with that. So we have all this and this and this. Chests. Oh, I didn't put the chests in there, actually. Well, that's fine. It's 10 chests. Yeah, okay, cool. We don't need this world anymore. Not if you dig. Well, yeah. Use structure for the block count. This was a very messy one. There's a bunch of terrain and stuff in here. That would have been counted otherwise. But yes. For other builds, you certainly can. Guess it brought part of a tree along with it, you know? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Nice little tree. Hey, Fenris, welcome back for 15 months. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing fantastic tonight. Right now we are mid-recording of a fishy farm. All this fits within one chest, guys. Look how clean that is. All within one chest. Oh, I didn't put the looting sword in there. Well, I guess it doesn't fit within one chest. Dang it! Okay. Let's grab this, and we'll head on over to our lovely little AFK spot. And then you gotta relog for these chests to connect sometimes. I need 10 more glass. What from? Oh, yeah, no, you're right. It's not 10 though, it's 5. Yeah, for the Trident Killers. Yeah. Good point, good point. People have been giving me heck about that in the comments. 12 glass. Have you guys ever noticed and or appreciated that my materials lists are in descending order of quantity? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Appreciate. Well, it's not a nice list like it is in the YouTube description, but like, come on. Nobody else does that. I pioneered that. It's mine. You can't have it. I patented it. Patented it. Yeah. Add the conversion to stacks. I did! I do! There's only 2 things in here that have more than a stack. Yeah, I do break them down into sections as well. Because I'm a cool guy like that. Let's see. Okay, well, this is all the materials that you need. Technically, these lights are optional. And so are these walls. And so is this. Right then. Too bad they're red. Yeah, right. You know what? They're good enough. They're good enough. Maybe you guys break blocks from misplacements and don't pick them up, and therefore you don't have the right amount of items. And you're like, why don't I have the right amount of items? But it's your own fault. We're teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock bone meal farm. Yeah, basically. We can order here. That's why you should bring more materials. It's your fault for not bringing enough materials. Well, you don't have an entire ender chest full of shulker boxes full of stuff? Anyway. Right then. So the materials that you need for this build is everything in this chest right here. As you can see, it is incredibly cheap and easy to build. You only need 5 tridents, and they don't even need to be enchanted. You will be needing yourself a looting 3 sword, and of course the light blocks are an optional addition as well if you want to farm. And of course the light blocks are an optional addition if you want to farm fishies at night in a mangrove swamp. Now you'll also want yourself a little wall going around the entire build if you're building on the surface, because you're otherwise going to have a bunch of stuff hopping in here, and it just doesn't feel right. Continuity. See, that one's still missing. It's fine. And my fish farm? I know. How dare they? Let's collect extra materials. I mean, it's a good idea. So, you know, you can break things and drop in, despawn, or lose things, or misplace a material or 2. Or, you know, if you build something slightly differently than I do, like the redstone paths, then you're going to end up using... They can't see the roof. The roof wasn't in that clip. To build, you of course. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was. Okay, it was there when you like first walk into it. You know what? They'll never notice. They'll never notice. No, I'll zoom it in. I'll zoom it in. We'll fix it in post. You noticed. You know what? You know what? Get bonked. That's my go-to one. Also, someone asked why not use a moss bone meal farm, because those produce like a couple thousand bone meal per hour. And this one produces, oh, let me see, 22,000 bone meal an hour. I do not have a skulk farm design. No, I've never messed with that. Well, I've messed with it a little bit on stream, but I never like made a farm for it. I don't know.
Skill issue.
Yeah, it's really just a skill issue. I think we're extreme bone meal farm. Yeah, something like that. I think we're good to hop into the actual building of the farm now. How much footage do we have? Hold up. How much footage do you think we have? Oof. Yeah, I do talk fast, but you guys can change the speed at which you play the video. 5 minutes. You weren't paying attention, bruh. Now, about half of stuff gets edited out, but we have about 7.5 minutes right now. I studied to put the intro and the credit on the front of that, and then the entire tutorial. But yeah, most of that's going to be edited out. Oh, yeah, new Skulk Farm options. Yeah, I hadn't considered that with the potions. I don't think we need this world. We don't need this one. So that was for the materials list. This is the one that we were going to do for this. Is there a raid farm of an iron farm that still works? Mine still works. My version, whatever it is, still works. Allegedly. Yeah, they're just, you know, a bit more difficult to build. Continuity. What is all this garbage? Oh, I was messing with trial chambers before this. You know what? I need to put the structure blocks in the creative inventory. This is getting ridiculous. I guess I didn't need all that. Yeah, see, look how many fish are down here already. Stupid. Oh, I got turned around. Did not realize that was this direction. Oh, I didn't mention the skulk. Yeah, I should probably go mention the skulk, shouldn't I? Yeah, we need to mention the skulk. Jacked up lanterns, am I right? I mean, it is about to be pumpkin season, so they're about to get jacked up on some pumpkin spice. Wait, isn't that cannibalism? Yeah, it's a pumpkin. It's fine. They can do what they want. They're pumpkins. They're cool. Right then. So my materials list is up here. So we are using some Skulk Catalyst in this build to destroy the experience down here in the Trident Killers, because otherwise it would build up over time, be laggy, and there's no good way to deliver it to the player without a bunch of extra work in the farm, and it's honestly not really worth it. Now, Skull Catalysts are pretty easy to find because they are all over the Deep Dark. You don't need to fight Wardens for them or anything like that, so just go to a Deep Dark, get them with some Silk Touch, and you'll be good to go. I hopped in a catalyst and then settled on the back. They're cool. They can do that. They're a pumpkin. No one cares if pumpkins eat each other. Like I said, they're cool. They can do that. Someone's gonna quote that out of context. It's fine. It's better without the context anyway. They do that on Java Edition. Java Edition has the what you call it? Holidays. Yeah, we don't get that on Bedrock. Where is my piece of glass at? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So step 1 of the tutorial is to find yourself a good place to build. Why not happen to Bedrock? Because Bedrock lazy? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Ask Mojang. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the best place to build. Yeah, you do want to build this away from water, though. Oh, I used my hotkey again. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Step 1 of the tutorial is to find yourself a good place to build, either in a mangrove swamp or a lush cave. For a mangrove swamp, I would recommend somewhere roughly in the middle without very much water. This little pond right here is a great place to start because there's really no water else around it. There's This little pond is a great place to start because there's really no other water around it, and we can use this as the foundation for our farm. What? Game rule spawn radius? No. Game mode. Spectator. Thank you. So keep in mind, even little things like this right here can mess up the pathfinding of your fish and kind of ruin the rates of your farm. So you really do want to build this away from all forms of water. Let's see, I need to find myself a shoreline. Like this right here. And that's why you especially do not want to build it on the shoreline, because you'll have to end up draining or filling in a ton of water in order to get good rates. Okay. And then when it comes to a lush cave, it's going to be pretty similar. I hate how we don't have the speedy flying on spectator mode on Bedrock. We have spectator mode, but like the most basic version of it. We can't fly faster. We can't teleport to people. We can't open inventories. Can't even open our own inventory. We can't, like, you know, spectate mobs or players. It's like it just lets you X-ray. That's all it is. I wanted to find our good one. Right then. And when choosing a lush cave, you also want to find one that doesn't have any water caves in the area or large amounts of water that you need to remove, because again, that's going to be a severe time sink and just be annoying. Okay. I think that's about it, right? I mean, as far as it goes for that kind of deal. As far as it goes for location, we could do like the water and thing, but I feel like that might be a bit beyond the reach. I don't know. I'll add it while I'm editing if I think it fits somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, so you need to keep an eye on your Y level. 63, 63. So if I'm standing at 74 or 64, can they spawn right here, Rusty? Like if I'm standing on this block, this is 65. Like if I'm standing on 64, if I have a water source right here, things can spawn in this, right? Pretty sure they can, because it's 0 to 64. That's how I interpreted it anyway. If they didn't, then it'd be 0 to 63, right? I mean... Need to say more silly things. There's an entire list of like 500 quotes of me saying silly things over here, okay? 510! Jeez. Everyone above 60? Yeah. Mine's at like 62 or something. Correcting me on 510 when I already said 510 before you even typed the message. Yeah, that's right. Get wrecked. A stream delay is not an acceptable excuse. Now this is 2 layers. I would actually go ahead and fill this in. Yeah. Okay. So the lush one can be built at any height, as long as it's within a lush cave. Yeah, okay. Alright, hockey. If you're building this in a lush cave, you can build it at any height, as long as the entire farm is within a lush cave biome, you'll be fine. Now, if you're building this in a mangrove swamp, you have to build it between layers 0 and 64. So if we are down here in this water, as see, we're at Y layer 61, and obviously we're getting a bunch of fishes to spawn. So we can dig down all the way to Y0, and fish will still spawn, allowing you to get 2 farms stacked on top of each other if you happen to have a lush cave down below you. Now, mangrove fish spawning does require sky access, so yes, you will have to remove all the blocks going down. Kind of like Ace. Now, mangrove fish spawning does require sky access. It is a surface spawn, so yes, you will have to remove all the blocks going down, kind of like a slime farm. But of course, that's only if you want to actually stack them up, and I kind of doubt many people are going to be doing that. Okay, cool. Okay. So we're at 62 right now, not 61. What other Bedrock farm markers would I recommend? The fish spawning sphere, like, unironically got useful all of a sudden out of nowhere. But, like, Foxy's marker pack should have just about everything you need. Trunk borders and spawning distances and stuff. Right then. Say they should dig, but it doesn't matter at these rates. Yeah, I mean, most people aren't gonna have the good opportunity of a lush cave and a mangrove. So, like, you know, I think most people are gonna be fine with 22,000 anyway. It's just insane. Oh, I didn't compare rates to moss farms. Yeah, that's something I could throw into the video. Okay. Keep doing my hotkey. So my big brain. I have this number pad on the side of my keyboard with like 10 different keys on it that I use for hotkeys. It's so convenient. But I've gotten into the habit of just hitting this giant plus button as my recording button for like the last 8 years that I've had this keyboard. So it's hard to break that habit when you're recording not using that button. Because I have two recording / streaming programs open right now. So you can use a nice little puddle as your starting place if you want to. However, later on when we're installing the redstone, the water might be kind of an issue. So, you know, do what you want. I think for clarity, I'm going to drain the water. What? Excuse me? You guys saw that one water source that was floating right there, right? Oh, the mud sounds so wet. Ew. Gross. I'm a living sponge. I consume... I mean, we are all living sponges. We consume, you know, water and resources and nutrients and minerals and... Yummy, yummy. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pick ourselves a central spot. Kind of like this, and then we'll just go from there, right? Is this lined up? Hold up, we need to be 12 above, so that's 62. 74. Oh, hey, look at that. He's on chunk border. I don't really care about chunk borders on this one. It shouldn't really matter. I don't know if our layout's even compatible. Well, I'm sure you could. Anyway, I don't think it really matters for this one. Right then. So... Dang it, keep hitting my hotkey. Dang it. Gotta stop this. Oh, some of these clips are named number 2. Interesting. So we're going to pick a spot that is the middle of the farm. I put down our 4 light emitting blocks right here. Our central trident killer is going to be going right between all of these. Now keep in mind that when you're standing on mud, your Y coordinate is 1 lower than it should be. So I see it goes down to 61 when in fact it is 62. So keep that in mind when you're building this. You don't want to mess that up. Now, our AFK spot needs to be 12 blocks above this, so we're building at Y62, meaning that our AFK spot's going to be at Y74, right up here, directly above our center trident killer. Okay, we're going to go over to the other world, and we're going to count how many jack-o'-lanterns we have going out in each direction. That way we can more easily do this. Can you use that key with any other program? It's the hotkey for both programs, is why. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So both the Streamlabs OBS right now is streaming in like 720p. I'm using OBS to record in 1440p. The hotkey to record on both of them is the same. If they both record at once, it's bad. How many was it? 14? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess it was technically 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's definitely one right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just making sure. Making sure. No, why would I do that, Archangel? Then get you back later. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're offering solutions that I don't want. Okay. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now that we have our center spot chosen, we need to go out to buy 7 more light blocks in each direction. So they're all going to be 2 blocks apart. We're going to start on this one. So that is 1 light emitting block right there. And then that one is 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and wait, we didn't count the middle one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, you gotta count the middle one. I knew that! So now that we've chosen our center spot, we need to expand the farm. In total is going to be a maximum of 40 by 40. Now you can build the farm smaller if you want less rates for some reason, but I'll be showing you how to build the full-size farm. It's incredibly easy to modify to be smaller if you want. So we're going to start by placing in our light emitting blocks. It's a really easy way to get the size right. So starting on this block right here as number 1, we're going to count out to 7 in this direction. So that's 1, and then 2, 3, 4. I didn't say that they were 2 blocks apart. God. So all of our light blocks are going to be a total of 2 blocks apart, and we're going to have 7 in total. Starting on this one right here, that is 1 and 2. This one is 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this right here is the very far edge of our farm. So we need to do that going in all 4 directions. So we would have one going off in that direction. We would have one going off in... Hold up. We would have one going off into that direction. And of course, we would have one going off in that direction as well. So go ahead and flatten out this entire area. Make sure it is a 40 by 40 area. And get all of your light emitting blocks installed. Right then, we are very easily going to make the bad shape. That's why I hesitated there. So we're going to count out on... Oh, okay, this is easy to avoid, actually. Easy to avoid. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go like this and that. There we go. So now that we have one direction in, we need to install the other 4 directions. So we're going to go this way by 7 light emitting blocks. And then off of this corner over here, we're going to go 7 blocks in that direction and 7 light emitting blocks in that direction. In total, it should be a 40 by 40 platform. So go ahead and flatten out this area, make it a big old square, and we'll go from there. Fever is worsening. Everything is becoming progressively funnier. No, you're not allowed to have fun. Stop. This stream is not for fun. It is for, I almost said entertainment. Education. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, that's right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, kind of possibly the worst biome to build this in because you use so many trees. Education can't be fun. Facts! You're supposed to suffer while learning. That's the way I was taught. American school system right there. Ranked 50th in the world. Yeah, let's go. We must be doing something right. 5. Let's see. 6 and 7. Three, 6, 7. Okay. Go ahead and wipe out some of these guys while we're here. So we can see a little bit more. Okay. So we have our 4 directions in right now. That gives us the very edge of the farm. And now we just need to start flattening this thing out and connecting up the corners. Oh, wow. I can't see anything over there. Is that far enough? No. I was 1 block off, though. That's not so bad. Bam, there we go. And then we gotta do that on this side as well. Yeah, I think I did say that light emitting blocks were optional, but too bad. Oh wow, I was way off on that one, jeez. I think they're optional for the cave. The lush cave, but you know what? It's kind of the easiest way to build this, unless you just feel like counting 40 blocks. Where's Kentucky on that list? 49th, right in front of Alabama. Probably. Most likely. I think Alabama's ranked 50th in everything. Just everything. All right, we gotta get this corner right here. I don't know if you can actually have mud as the floor. That's a good question. Great question. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We've kind of filled in the lower areas of this. Mine did have mud at one point, and I think it was pretty fine. Kentucky's 34, Alabama's 45th. Oh wow, 45th. Let's see. What would be 50th? Mississippi? I mean, I don't know. What state is ranked 50th in education? Is education? Ah, I wrote is education. Arizona? Okay, it's Arizona, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico. That's actually really surprising. Interesting. Well, it's still the South, so I mean, hey, you know, what, you can't expect too much. I'm kidding. Where am I? I mean, the numbers don't lie. But hey, they don't know that. I'll Google it too. I did some Google foo. Kentucky's 34th, not bad. It's not even the top half. You would know that if you had better education. Okay. How do we start this conversation? Y'all get me in trouble over here with the Kentuckians. Okay. So once you've flattened out the area and connected up the corners, this is the rough size that you should have. It looks pretty big, but it's mostly just mud, so it should be pretty easy to mine. Now, we do need to remove all these trees as well, so that's actually going to be kind of a pain because, well, they're mangrove. So you can't have any logs or roots or muddy mangrove roots or any solid blocks above this entire 40 by 40 area that we cleared out. So just go ahead and clean out all of these trees. Oh, here we go. Good clip. Good clip time. Good clip time. Game roll. Wait, is it just fire tick? Fire tick. True. Game roll. Random tick speed. 1,000. Here we go. I gotta wait for that chat messages to go away. Here we go. Ah, mangrove. Bad. Or you could just burn down the entire place because that's way more fun. Yeah, look at it go. Ah, man. Grove. I had to throw it in there. It was too bad to not. Let's see. So we're at 64. Can we go to 74 on this? There we go. And then we'll just go up to 84. And then 94. This is so much easier than survival. Why does everyone play survival? Not a bad idea. I'm not kidding around, folks. Let's see. Still 62, 74? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh, right. We gotta figure out where the other 4 trident killers go. Cane vines? No, I just want vines. Oh, just regular vine. Oh, okay. Fine. There we go. Just want to get rid of those vines on the edges. That's just the terrain. That's just it being flattened. Is this gonna be a 4-hour stream? I was not planning on it, but we're at 2.5 hours. We need to figure out the thing. I think we spent a lot of time at the start trying to figure out stuff. I mean, I've been messing with this like all day. Oh, it's 3 in from the corners. Okay. 3 in from the corners and 4 from the middle. There's a few portal farms, but you usually need like 2 players for them. Cause like I got portal guardian farms, I got some portal wither skeleton farms. Portal from Nether to Overworld is very tricky to get that right because the spacing and stuff. But 2 Nether can be good. We don't really have like our Nether portal tiles anymore. So we used to have a lot of good farms with Nether portal tiles. We still have the split portals, but those are really finicky. It's just not super popular. Because you need like 2 players. Also, it gets very laggy very fast. It's hard to move those items around in the Nether as well. Okay. So now we've removed all of our trees after... No. After like 3 hours, yeah, no. So now we removed all of our trees. If you want to, you can go ahead and clean up this floor down here now. You can either replace all of your mud or whatever it might be with a block of your choice. So like you could put down some nicer looking blocks like some wood or something. If you are going to keep this entire thing mud, I'd recommend that you get rid of the normal blocks over here, or like the... Hold up. If you are going to keep this entire thing out of mud, I'd recommend that you get rid of the normal blocks that make you go up a little bit. As you can see, this one makes you go up to Y62, and the fish can actually get stuck on that little ledge. So either make the entire thing mud, or make the entire thing something different. I think that was fairly clear. Probably could have said that about 100 times better, though. Let's see. Mud, replace grass, replace dirt, replace mud and mangrove roots, replace, there's some stone over there, and then replace mangrove roots. Okay, that's fair enough. Items on the ground. Okay. And then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this little edge over here as well. There we go. Looks nice and clean. T has been secured. Very nice. Very nice. Do you actually have like a code? Because I saw a message about that. I didn't know if you were joking though. Hopefully you feel better if you do. So now that's nice and consistent and good looking, we can go ahead and install the rest of our light blocks in just a standard pattern. So again, they are just going to be 2 blocks in between, and you just need the entire grid of these things placed in. So since we already have our 4 lines in place, we can very easily just go ahead and line ourselves up and just place them in. You don't even need to count them. But it is just counting to 2, so you should be able to do that pretty well. No lies. No lies. Let's see. We're gonna steal this from the other world, because that's gonna save us a lot of time. You're feeling okay. Well, hopefully you enjoy your tea. Let's see. Yeah, silence for a structure block. It's gonna be like 40, isn't it? Yeah, 40. Now I can't tell if you're telling the truth or not. I am confused. Fish floor 1. Playing with my brain over here. Hey, you know, if you can't count to 2, then like I don't know what to tell you. You should probably work on that. Should probably work on that. Okay. There we go. Now, wasn't that easier? We're still not gonna put that one in there. Love it. Get that structure block off the hover. People say I'm cheating. And yes, I am. Okay then. Yes, we just need to show the locations of the Trident Killers. They're all 3 in. Cool. And that's what it should look like once you have the entire grid of light-emitting blocks in place. Now we just need to install the holes for the other 4 Trident Killers. So if you go to one of the corners and count in by 3 light-emitting blocks, that's where your little 2x2 is going to be going. And it should be 4 blocks from the center one as well. And then, of course, you can do that on all 4 sides. Okay, now we're going to actually go ahead and set up the Trident Killers themselves. So that should be fairly easy. And then it's just the redstone line, water, and we're done. The missing pumpkin. I know, it's there to bother you. Specifically you, Nameless Coder. Specifically you. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to notice this entire stream. I'm so glad. So glad that you caught on. Yes. Very good. Very good indeed. Corvonic! Hi! How you doing? Well, I haven't streamed in, like, you know, a week, because I had to do the computer reset, and I was gonna stream on whatever day the last one was, Thursday, but my internet was out. And so was my phone. So that was kind of weird. I was like, well, something's not right. It's not like they're the same company or anything. The torches on the creeper farm all over again. Yeah, people are like, oh man, this silent guy doesn't know how to count over here. But meanwhile, I know what I'm doing. It's mental warfare. What's the word for it? I don't know. Anyway. It's not psychic warfare. Psychological warfare. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. I know words real good. Why is there a fish on the hotbar? And chest goes over there. Oh, then we need the catalyst as well. Bonk. Gaslighting? Yeah, we do a little casual gaslighting. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just a little. It's not a big deal. God. Okay. I think we got everything that we need for this. And now we're going to install our first Trident Killer. Now, all 5 of these are going to be the exact same. So everything I do to this one, go ahead and do to the other 4 as well. So we're going to start by digging down 2 blocks in here for a total of a 3-block deep hole. At the bottom of this, you want to place in some solid blocks. And then we're going to break out 2 blocks in every direction, kind of like this. And then break out 1 more up on these little edges so that you have this general little shape. Right here. Now we're going to place in a piston right here and just basically keep spinning in circles as you place all these components in. We need a dropper up on each one of the corners just like so. And then we're going to crouch and place an observer facing that dropper, and the tail end of this should be above your piston like so. And now we're going to place in a solid block behind each one of those observers directly above the pistons. Let me see if I can get myself lined up. And it should look something like this right here once you have it mostly done. So now we're going to choose one of these corners to have our hopper in it. So just break out that block right there. Place a hopper facing to the side. And then we're just going to put in a little double chest over here for some item collection. You need a glass block above that. And then we're going to place in a skulk catalyst right here. Now, you might want to wait until the end of the build to place this in, because if you kill a bunch of stuff, it's just going to spread skulk everywhere. Either way, we need to fill in these other 2 blocks right here with some solid blocks, and you are good to go. So that's what it should look like once you have it completely built. Dropper's facing, doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess so. Also, it doesn't matter what direction your droppers in the corners are facing, it's just there to conduct the redstone power. There, you happy? You happy now? Jeez, giving me good critical feedback to help me improve my videos. How dare you. Now, once you climb out of there, you can go ahead and throw your trident in there, and then I'd recommend that you fill this over with some temporary blocks, like some glass or something. That way you don't lose your trident killer, but also so that you don't fall in there. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and grab myself a structure block. I'm about to make a name for myself over here. Let's see. Structure block, there we go. We need this to be right here. 4 and 4 and -4. Look at that, nice little cube right there. You know what? It could actually be a perfect 4. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. So good. Such a perfect cube. I've never seen anyone get confused by the dropper orientation in the comments. But, you know, it's always that special someone. Blocks, some blocks, glass, some blocks. Yeah, okay, now you should also go ahead and test this trident killer as well. So if you just place in a lever above one of your light blocks on the side here, that should power your dropper down there, and you should see those pistons fire. If you unflick that, then you should see them activate just like this, one at a time, going in a nice circle like that. Pretty sure glowstone doesn't conduct. No, it doesn't. Well, it's fine. They can figure it out. Let's see. There's only so many use cases I can bring up. Yeah, that lever's on a different corner than all the other ones. What are you gonna do about it? Right then. So that's actually all the trident killer's done. Now we just need to do the redstone line. You don't get it, but you're not pretending to? That's what I do most of the times as well. It's worked out pretty well for me thus far in life. I think I'm doing pretty good. So your wall's gonna be like right here. I recommend putting your lamp like right there-ish. There goes the symmetry. Yep, what symmetry? So now that we have all 5 of our trident killers installed, we are good to wire them up now. So choose a direction that you want your on switch to be on. We're just going to put our on switch over here. Keep in mind that you're probably going to want a wall going around this entire build, so that's going to be on this block. And then our lamp or our lever is going to be somewhere off over here. So I'm just going to have a redstone lamp with a lever on it as our on switch. And then we need to dig down a little bit on all of these blocks right here. And just dig down a few blocks until we get underneath the floor of our farm, so to this layer right here. Okay, and then gonna be like, excuse me, 3 glass, right? Yeah, okay. So now we need 3 glass in this general shape right here with redstone on top of them, and that is going to be a little bit of a redstone staircase to transmit the signal going downwards. So now we're just going to remove some of our middle blocks here, and we're going to make a line. Oh, this isn't lined up with our Trident Killer. Well, never mind. We'll just go ahead and redo that entire thing, shall we? Yeah, I guess I need to mention that it's been lined up for Trident Killer. That's probably important. There goes the symmetry. That's, you know, I already killed the symmetry on purpose. Killing it on purpose is one thing, but the accidental is... Oh, that's the wrong button. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Running out of water over here. I drink a lot of water while I'm recording. Having a rough night. No. So now that all 5 of our Trident Killers are installed, we need to wire them up with our on switch. So pick a direction that you want your on switch to be on. Mine's going to be going over here. You're going to line yourself up with your Trident Killer. Just pick one of these 2 blocks. It can't be between them. So our wall going around the edge is of course going to be on this block right here, meaning that our lever is going to be like somewhere off in this direction. Now, I'm just going to put down a redstone lamp with a lever on it to indicate that the farm is on. And then you need to remove some blocks underneath it until you get down below the layer of your farm. So down to this layer right here, because our redstone is going to be running underneath all of our platform. You had to jinx it, Longhorn. Jeez, come on. Don't you know better than that after all these years? Okay. So at our floor layer down here, we're just going to go ahead and place down a couple pieces of glass with redstone on top of them. One more piece of glass going up, and just go up as far as you need to until you reach your redstone lamp. So this is going to conduct the redstone downwards, and then at the bottom here, we're going to have ourselves a redstone torch to invert that signal. Now we need a piece of redstone here, and going up. So now we're going to dig out a line of blocks going to our Trident Killer, something like this. And then once you get to it, we actually need the redstone to be going into that dropper. So we're going to kind of curve it like this, as you can see. So go ahead and remove all these blocks as well, and just continue along this redstone line until it gets over here. Now we're actually going to turn off our lever right now, that way that torch is on. And then once you see where this redstone runs out, we're just going to place in ourselves a repeater right there. And then a solid block in front of it, and one behind it as well. And there we go. That is now powering this Trident Killer. So when that lamp is turned on, this Trident Killer should be running. So now we're going to split off this redstone line, going to this Trident Killer right here, and then of course in the opposite direction over there. Now these redstone lines do not need to be specific or in any particular way. It literally just needs to power the Trident Killers and keep them powered. So if you build them differently than me, don't worry about it. It really doesn't matter. So once you connect this one up, as you can see, it has died right here. We can just go ahead and put in ourselves a little bit of a repeater right there to keep that signal on. And once you've wired up these Trident Killers, you can also go ahead and remove your lever as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut the clip there. Because, again, this is kind of like the least important bit. And you can build this however you want. You know what? I'm actually going to put a plus in the materials list for 79 plus redstone. Why is that like a tiny lowercase plus? Oh, there we go. It was like a weird tiny like lower third plus instead of like a middle plus. I don't know. Anyway. Never seen that. So that one doesn't matter. And then take this out to You could bring it from there. I don't think it really matters too much. Actually, I think it would save some redstone if it did. Anyway, doesn't matter. Just a couple pieces of redstone. But yeah, I think it would be more efficient to go off of this than to run another line. This is for a bone meal farm, a fish-powered bone meal farm. It's actually insane how good it is. Oh, we can't actually run it off of that block. Ugh. I knew that. Okay. And then we will run it to this one way out over here. Oh, whoops, too far. We overshot it. Yeah, underneath my one on the redstone world was definitely not underneath the jack-o'-lanterns. But it's fine. It is what it is. And let's see. Oh, one right here. Yeah, mine ran out of signal on the corners, which was interesting. Get out of here, pillager. Ain't nobody likes your kind around here. Unless you're on my farm. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and give like a nice little overview of this. That way people can see what's happening. Without the AFK platform as well. Well, I guess that kind of needs to be there. Oh, wow. I gotta really zoom up for this. I don't know. Maybe we do it like a nice pan or something like this. We could do that. Guess that would work. And this is what all the redstone lines should look like once you have them installed. If they look different than mine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as they power those trident killers, you will be good to go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's actually go ahead and make sure this works, though. Okay. I don't even think about it. Cool. Now, before we wrap up our redstone, we should actually test this lever. So make sure that it does actually turn on all of your trident killers when the lamp is on, and make sure it turns them all off when the lamp is off. Yeah, sometimes I just mess up words randomly for no good reason. A lot of clips and videos get deleted because of that, or like edited. Yeah, I do need to say that you probably want to include some like pathways down here. Oh, it's on that side. I was like, what's happening? Okay. Now, you are going to want to have some pathways from one trident killer to another underneath your spawning platform here, because that's how you're actually going to access your chests. And you'll also want some infrastructure down there, like auto crafters, to turn your bones into bone meal and bone meal into bone blocks. So maybe go ahead and take the opportunity to mine out some space underneath this farm real quick. That way you can build up that infrastructure later. But once you have everything built how you want it, you can go ahead and cover up all your redstone blocks with your spawning platform blocks. And now we are going to install the water. Super easy. Not even a problem. we go. Easy. Let's fill that up. Pumpkins are facing the same way? They're always facing the same way. You can These aren't, Oh, you mean the face of it? Yeah. Well, the top of them is always facing the same way. You can't change that. But yeah, they were never gonna. The swamp has pumpkin pox. It might, yeah, it's got some acne issues out here. Okay. Make sure that all of your edges are filled in, that way no water escapes and, like, floods your redstone lines. Okay. To flood this thing with water, you just need to get yourself a couple of water buckets, place one every other block. That makes an infinite water source in the middle that you can grab from, and then just keep on placing that all the way across this thing. And then once you get to the corner over here, just keep doing that on this side. And as you can see, once you fill in two sides, this entire thing is going to flood in, saving you a ton of time. Make sure you have these temporary blocks over your trident killers, otherwise the water won't flow in properly. But as you can see, that is all there is to it. So now mobs are actually going to start spawning in here. So you can go ahead and remove your temporary blocks above your trident killers. Make sure there is a trident in there, and do that for all 5 of them. Brilliant. Brilliant. You can't taste peppermint at all? Oh, dang. Jeez. That's so sad. Well, I mean, you know what peppermint sounds like. You just, yeah, sounds like, tastes like. I mean, you can imagine it. It's just, you know it's a good, scrumptious, delicious cup of tea that could probably use just a little bit more honey. Just a little bit. Just, you know, a whopping cup of honey. Okay, I think we're good. 4-hour stream? No, we're about to wrap this thing up right now. So now that we are ready to go... Oh, wait, hold up. Before I do this, we need to turn mob spawning back on. That way they actually see it working. There we go. So as you see, we have a ton of fish spawning this thing. They're all going to be going directly into our trident killers. And now is a great time to install the wall going around the edges of this thing. So simply build up all these edges to the height that you want it. And a wall is going to keep slimes and hostile mobs and a couple of the frogs, wandering traders, pillagers, all kinds of guys out of your farm. It's actually really nice. So yeah, just go ahead and put a wall going all the way around this thing. It doesn't impact your rates if anything falls in here, but it's kind of annoying. 1 hour bonus to make up for no streams last week? Yeah. Has there really been none in this last week? Dang. That's crazy. What was I doing on Tuesday? So I know I was busy last weekend. I wasn't even home. Thursday, I wanted to stream. I was going to stream, but the internet and the phone was down. So I was like, well, it literally died like 2 hours before, or like 4 hours before the stream. It didn't come up for a while. I barely had enough service to, like, send the message in Discord. I had to, like, go find a bar somewhere. It was really weird. Yeah, it was really weird. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do an old switcheroo real quick. Oh, yeah, updating my stuff. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing on Tuesday. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, Tuesday was my updating stream. Just want to block off. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. One block off from the tutorial world. Well, we tried. Okay. So now that our wall is built going all the way around this thing, we need to go up to our AFK spot. You can either just build up yourself a nice little glass platform going over, and then like some scaffolding down, or whatever you want to do. However, you cannot build out of solid blocks up here. However, you cannot build out of solid blocks in this area because that is going to stop fishes from spawning beneath you and reduce your rates. So make sure it's all stuff like glass, slabs, leaves. Anyway, at your AFK spot, this should be a 2x2 of glass directly above your center trident killer. We're going to put some glass panes over here. That way we just kind of like walk into that corner, stand right here. And then, of course, we're going to have a couple of leaves above us. And this is going to stop phantoms from spawning. Yeah, scrap the whole video. The whole thing's up by block. I have had that issue before when doing a tutorial. I'll be like, especially on like, I remember one was like a sorting system. I got like 2 hours into the recording, and I was like, oh, this part is like a block off from way back. And I was like, oh, yeah. So like in that situation, you have two options. You can either scrap all of the things that you've done and re-record it and go back, or you can make a little update clip and put it at that part of the video where you messed up and be like, hey, I messed up right here. Do this instead. Yeah. What biome is best for a drowned farm? Any ocean biome is fine. But we can also do the dripstone caves now, which are pretty good, allegedly. But for maybe the river, we don't talk about that. Twice. We're done. We are done. Dunzo. Donicio. I don't even know if that's a word. But I made it up. Right then. I've been getting really short with my outros. Really short. It's like, subscribe! Once per stream. It's like every other stream. Maybe every third stream. I keep a tally of how many times you guys insult me. I got a little book with your names in it. No scratch marks written in blood. No, written in the dust of Bedrock edition. I don't know any other language besides barely English. I could not tell you, Gilly. Oh, don't worry, honey. Your name's underscored. Name's underscored. Bold. Red. With a yellow outline, just to be a good graphic designer. Has your name in the book? Your name's not even in the book. You've been a very good stream viewer. Very good. Salt, though. Oh, my... Yeah. Wow, jeez. Bruh. How many times are you in it? You're the title of the book! Jeez. What book? Nothing. If you missed it, you missed it. Should have been watching the stream. Am I in the book? You're about to be if you keep playing that sound effect every time we're in voice chat. Bro, he's got my video intro as like his entrance sound when he joins voice chat. And it's just like, pain and suffering and pain. It just grits on my ears. Jeez. Why you redo your finances? Good! I'm trying to read my notes and see if there's anything else I need to cover real quick. Okay, yeah, so we should probably mention well, I covered the water thing earlier in the video where like they get stuck pathfinding, so yeah, I think I got that. I should. And that's how you build a super simple and super efficient bone meal farm. Oh. Bruh. You see what I'm seeing? Getting stuck on these pumpkins. I specifically did say that. Yeah, okay, don't use mud. Stuck in the mud. Dang it! Bro, what did I just say? What did I just say about having to go back and to fix things? Being goofy. Yeah, it's gonna ruin your rates. Yeah, don't use mud as a floor. Okay, well, you will actually need those blocks then. Bruh. Bruh. Imagine building a farm wrong. Ah, I thought we were done. Okay. Like nothing ever happened. Yeah, jeez. That's a bit of a derp. It would be fine if we didn't have the light emitting blocks, but we do. Yeah. No, I need to go back and make a clip being like, don't do the mud. And re-record the tutorial. It'll be fine. I'll just tell people. I also need to include the block count for that, though. The block count was 1,384. 21 stacks. Well, that made it mildly more expensive. Mildly. I guess 18, 19, 20, 21, and 40. It just combined with that stack up there, but that's fine. I know this was 40 anyway. Okay. Cool. Does it need to be quartz? No, it can be any block that you want. That's true. You could use mangrove planks. Yeah, you could use any full block that you want. Okay. Right then. And that's how you build a super simple and ultra efficient bone meal farm on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you like this video, then drop a like, share it around, and subscribe. I should probably throw a thanks for watching in there. Probably. Do not blocks like mud that aren't full block. Yeah. Yeah, mud was not a good call. I should have seen that coming. Cause I didn't plan on using the yeah. Anyway. Draw the Bedrock! Bedrock! Oh yeah, I'm supposed to upload this video early for them. It's not even done yet. And that's how you build a super simple and efficient bone meal farm on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, drop a like, share it around, and subscribe. There you go. Super easy. So now we gotta go back in time. I don't know if we're that far back in time. Because I deleted it! Right then. We're just gonna do a little clip over here. So when building your fish farm, you cannot use mud as the floor because it's slightly shorter than a full block. As you can see, our coordinate says 63 right now, but if we walk onto this full block right here, it goes up by 64. So there's a 1 pixel ridge right there that the fish will get stuck on when you have light emitting blocks in your floor. So don't use mud as your floor. Switch it out for any other full block that you want, like dirt, stone, mangrove planks, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'll toss that into the video where I have that other clip explaining the floor. Yeah. I don't know where that was, but it's somewhere up there. Anyway, let's see how much footage do we have real quick. A fair amount of that will be deleted. We're currently at 27 minutes. That's fine. It's probably going to be like a 16-minute video. If that. It's a really simple farm, but, you know, there's a few steps to describe it. Get you building it right. But cool, I think that's about it, guys. I'm going to try and have this video out ASAP. I don't think it's going to be out tomorrow, though. It's sort of getting pretty late, and I need to go do stuff with people and things and places tomorrow. So maybe Tuesday, if there's not a beta or something like that. If there is a beta, then maybe a Thursday video, unless there's something else happening. Next weekend is... Oh, yeah, 1 week from today is Minecraft Live. So keep that in mind. I'm going to have a bunch of videos on that on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've had a good one. Thank you again for being here and for all the subs tonight. Many subs tonight from Ash and Casper being crazy peoples. Again, check out the links there in the chat. We're going to end by rating someone as we always do. Let's see who we got ourselves to raid right now. Let's see. We got ourselves... Nobody streaming Minecraft. Nobody's streaming Minecraft. Well, you know, I guess we'll raid Weara. We'll raid Weara. They're playing, GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr? I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys know the deal. Drop a follow on the channel. Catch them while they're streaming and tell them where you came from. I'll see you guys over there and in the next one. Have yourselves a good one.